Coming up on Spartan Sports Report, MSU football needs to win its remaining games to become bowl eligible, see if they outlasted Purdue. Men's basketball was tested by an out-of-conference opponent at home, and women's basketball looked to try and start 6-0 for the first time under Robin Freilich.
Hello and welcome back for this Thanksgiving week episode of Spartan Sports Report. I'm Olivia Klinsky.
And I'm Elisa Luker. It was a short week this week for students on campus, but last week was filled with teams advancing in the postseason, players playing for championships, and some teams looking to continue their early season dominance. Olivia, take us into Spartan Stadium, where Michigan State was looking to stay alive for a bowl game.
The Michigan State football team welcomed in the Purdue Boilermakers under, once again, some Friday night lights in hopes of snapping the Spartans' 3-game losing streak. Coming out hot on the first drive on offense, Aiden Childs connecting with Montorie Foster Jr., putting the Spartans up 7-3. A Jonathan Kim field goal made it 10-3, and then Nate Carter's first of the night would extend it to 17-3, but Carter wouldn't just score a rushing touchdown, he'd also go on and get this receiving one, jumping into the end zone, making it 24-3 MSU at the half. But the Boilermakers trying to turn that momentum in the second, cutting that 21-point halftime deficit to just 7. But it would be the Michigan State defense rising to the occasion, stopping the final Purdue push and leading the Spartans to a nail-biting 24-17 victory. With a 5-6 record now, MSU will take on Rutgers for their final game of the regular season in East Lansing this Saturday and hopes to become bowl eligible.
Last Tuesday, the men's basketball team was back at home to take on the Samford Bulldogs. The Breslin Center was ready to propel the Spartans to keep their undefeated home record alive. However, the game started off in favor of the Bulldogs as they began the game on a 21-8 run. The Spartans weren't tamed for long as they used some transition buckets to bounce back as Jaden Akins capped off the 27-4 Spartan run to push their lead to 10 at the break. MSU would take charge to start the second and capitalize as Cohen Carr took flight with this emphatic slam. And no one was better on the night than senior guard Jaden Akins, whose 25-point night kept the Spartans in control to help them improve to 4-1 on the year as they won it by an 83-75 final. The Spartans then packed their sunglasses and surfboards as they prepared for a trip to Hawaii for a series of games for the Maui Invitational. Jace Richardson led the way with a career-high 13 points as the Spartans took down Colorado in the opening round 72-56. They will take on Memphis today at 6 p.m.
Basketball just getting started while women's soccer season ended in the Sweet 16 in Durham, North Carolina this weekend. The Spartan women's soccer team defeated the University of Texas 3-2 on Friday with an overtime golden goal from the foot of Mackenzie Anthony. This earned the Spartans their second straight Sweet 16 appearance, and they moved on to face the #1 seeded Duke. The Blue Devils won 2-0 on Sunday, however. Michigan State was ranked first overall for the first time in program history earlier this season and will end their year 14-3-5.
Yeah, it's a tough loss for the women's soccer team, but they have a lot to be proud of after another historic season. Moving into tennis now, MSU's star singles player Ozan Baris made his way to the finals at the NCAA Individual Tennis Championships on Sunday. Baris faced Colombia's Michael Zhang in a hard-fought 3-set match for the title that Zhang would take 2-1. Baris is the first Spartan in history to reach the championship match and to reach 2 semifinals. He closes out the fall season with a 13-4 record.
Women's basketball went up against the University of Detroit Mercy on Wednesday, hoping to make it a 6-0 start for their season. After outscoring opponents by an average of 50 points this season, the Spartans took to the Titans to do just the same. It all started out with this great steal from Jocelyn Tate, who passes it to Theron Halleck, who hits this breakaway layup. Also key for the Spartans, 42 points off of turnovers, as well as 22 steals for the second time this season. Junior Grace Van Sluten had a great day, scoring 16 points with 7 rebounds and 5 assists. But freshman Julianne Woodard was the star of the show, hitting 7 of 8 in the field with 3 of those being 3-point shots this past year, and it goes right into the net. Game finished with the Spartans winning 101-42, making this the third time this season that the Spartans have scored 100-plus points. Michigan State has now opened up their year 6-0 for the second time in 3 seasons, and it'll be the first time under head coach Robin Freilich. Spartans are currently in Palm Springs, set to play in the Acrisure Classic. The first opponent will be California, and tip-off is set for today at 2 p.m.
Michigan State hockey team traveled to Plymouth, Michigan last Thursday for an exhibition game against the U.S. National Team Development Program. 5 of the Spartans are alums of the USA program, and head coach Adam Nightingale also coached the team for 2 seasons. The Spartans went into the USA Hockey Arena ready to show the U18 team how number 2 does it. Though the under-18 team drew first blood off the shot by Richard Gallant off a tough angle, the Spartans were able to put up 3 goals in the first period. First from Charlie Stramel and then from Gavin O'Connell, and to cap off the period by this beautiful goal from Griffin Jarecki, which came from Tommy Monisto off a turnover. Goaltender Luca DePasco was tested early as he checked in for the second period, facing 10 total shots on goal and allowing 1 goal from Jack Murtaugh. The Spartans added 2 more goals from Isaac Howard on the rush and Patrick Geary on the shot from the left circle to take a 5-2 lead going into the final period. There was 1 more goal in the third period scored by the Spartans after this turnaround shot by Tiernan Shouty, electrifying this crowd to make the final score 6-2 Spartans. Although this game does not count on the Spartans' record, they moved into the number 1 spot in the USCHO rankings for the first time since the 2007 postseason. I was 4, by the way, Olivia. The Spartans will be at home this Thanksgiving holiday to play Lindenwood University on Friday and Sunday, which will be their last pair of home games till the new year.
And I was 3, by the way, even a little bit younger. But coming in a 3-game winning streak, Michigan State volleyball looking to keep it going against the 13th ranked Oregon Ducks. The first set went back and forth, the Spartans totaling 16 kills, but it wouldn't be enough. Oregon taking that first set 25-21. Akasha Anderson had a dominant performance for MSU, leading the team right here, one of her 11 kills on the day. Karolina Stanishevska also showing out, recording her first double-double of the season with 10 kills and 10 digs. Oregon won the last 2 sets, however, 25-18, earning a sweep right in Spartan territory. But Spartans looking to get a sweep of their own. Back in the Breslin on Saturday and facing the Maryland Terrapins, Akasha Anderson, Taylor Preston, and Aaliyah Moore all reached double digits in kills. Moore also posting a .625 hitting percentage. Susanna Kulig dominating at the net, 6 blocks, holding Maryland to hitting average of only 158. MSU hit over 300 in all 3 sets, which was the team's second best hitting mark of the season. The match totaled 8 lead changes and 17 ties, but the Spartans were able to make it out alive and bring out the brooms. The Spartans will face Northwestern Wednesday night for their final home match of the year. Also going to be taking some time to honor their incredibly impactful senior class.
Ready, set, and go. The women's cross-country team traveled to Madison, Wisconsin to participate in the NCAA championship race this past Saturday morning. Michigan State finished 21st in the race with a standout performance coming from Rachel Forsyth, who placed 16th with a time of 19:49. Forsyth was the top finisher in the Big Ten and earned first-team All-American honors. Riley Ho was the lone Spartan representing the men's team in the championship race, placing 80th with a time of 29:47. Both cross-country teams will be on a short vacation until indoor track and field starts up on December 2nd.
The wrestling team took the trip to West Point, New York on Sunday for the Black Knight Invitational. 9 Spartans found the podium for an overall finish of 3rd place for Michigan State. Tristan Lujan and Luke Daly highlighted Michigan State's performance with 3rd place finishes in their respective weight classes. Now they have a little bit of a break, but soon enough, the Spartans will travel to Central California to face California State Bakersfield on December 15th.
Now that's all the time we have for this episode of Spartan Sports Report.
Check out more of our content on all of our social media accounts and on the Spartan Newsroom website. I'm Olivia Klinsky.
And I'm Elisa Luker. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and thanks for watching.